Hello everybody and welcome to the Knit1.tea2 podcast. My name is Dale and I started this podcast and channel to share with you the knitting projects mostly that I've been working on. I don't have actually any other projects other than knitting right now to share with you, but if I do different things I may or may not share them. So I have my tea. It's in a knit mug. And it is my tonic tea, so I have red clover, nettles, dandelion, astragalus, and tulsi in here. So I let that infuse this morning, and I'm drinking it now. I also have some water, and I guess I'll get started. So I have changed the angle that I'm sitting at for my light, and I have another little light here, so I think this lighting is better. I feel like it washes me out a bit, but that's okay. I think this is better lighting. If you watched my last episode, the lighting wasn't that great. So hopefully this is better. Feedback is always welcome to let me know what you think. If this doesn't work, then I think I'll have to change where I'm at in my house. So I think I'll start today with my finished objects. I do want to share one that I shared last time when the lighting wasn't great and see if you could see the colors better, which I definitely think you can. So this is my Breaking Yarn socks in Breaking Violet colorway that I made. Like I said, I showed these in my last episode, but the lighting wasn't great. I do have the second sock here. So I wanted to show them again so you could see the colors a little better. So let me know, especially if you watched the first one, episode 4, and saw these, this is better, right? I think it is. So that's that. So those were not finished since the last podcast. Did I write the date that I recorded the last podcast down? Of course I didn't. It's been a couple weeks. I've just kind of been slowly knitting. I haven't really done, I feel like, too much, but I did finish up another pair of socks. I made my St. Patrick's Day socks that I originally wanted to make last year. They didn't get done. I did not put them on sock blockers. I should have. But this is a Yarnable, from a Yarnable subscription box, I think from 2021, maybe? Yarnable's a yarn subscription box if you're not familiar with that. And this is the Celtic Fairy, I think is what it's called. I had started it last time, so I finished them. The yarn is 85% superwash merino wool and 15% nylon. So I have quite a, well, I haven't actually measured it, but I feel like I have quite a bit of this left. So I might make a pair of scrappy stripy socks with these, with the rest of this and a couple other ones I have. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, I'm sorry if I'm going too fast. They came out really cool. I really like the way the colors came out. So that's those. So 2 new pairs of socks. I haven't worn either of them yet, so I like to kind of save them for a day that I'm like, I really need a new pair of socks. You also see on my wall here, I have chicken hats that my mom made me last year, not 2022, 2021 for Christmas, and I do have more. Excuse me. We have 10 chickens now. There were 11, so I have 11 little hats, and I just haven't moved them all over yet. I've only moved 2 so far, but they're so cute. They did not like them. But they're just really cute, so I hang them on my wall. Alright, so I did finish, that was a little side note, 2 more coasters. One is a Christmas coaster. Why does it look like there's like a bubble there? Christmas coaster. What's the pattern I use for these? I think it's like a grandma's favorite dishcloth or something like that. I'll have to post below. I'll post the Ravelry page, or I think I can just post the pattern. I'll make a comment here too, and put in text and say what it is. but I'll have my Ravelry pages linked. I don't know, I don't know if I started one yet for this year or not, but what I did last year that I liked is I just made like a 2022 coasters page, and so I'll do that again this year for 2023 coasters and just take pictures of the coasters that I make and put them all in one instead of having like individual project pages. So for both coasters and dishcloths, because I've made, and probably change purses, because I want pictures of them all. Like I want a record for my end of the year tally of what I make. So I'll just do that for a couple different things, like the coasters, the dishcloths, the change purses, and snowmen. I have to grab a snowman. My daughter has been asking for a snowman, and I had made a ton of them in 2021, and I just couldn't make any more. So finally, this year, I made one for her birthday. I've been looking at that current. It's kind of bugging me. Okay. So, she will finally get one. This is a coaster. Nope. Dishcloth. I use them for pot holders. So personally, I have a scrubby yarn that I had made that I use as a dishcloth, and I made it coaster size. But these I like for pot holders. I just really like this one. So there's that. I also thought that maybe I could make one of these a little bit smaller as like a, I wonder if the scrubby would be too rough. Almost like a face moisturizer. What are those called? A face scrubby or something. I don't know. Words are somewhere in my head. I went for a walk before this because my daughter has a half day of school today. And I wanted to make sure I got my walk in before she came home. Just because she doesn't always feel like going for walks after, you know, it's only a half day, but I want her to be able to go outside and play. So I just like to get my walk in, listening to my book. All right. So next I have a change purse that I finished. I think I showed this last episode, but it wasn't done yet. I just have to sew the button on. This is the button I'm going to use, and for whatever reason, I thought they were all very similar buttons, the same buttons, but none of my needles will go through this button. So I either need to find a new button or a smaller needle. But that's that. That's how it came out. And let me pause for a minute and go get Luana's snowman. All right, back again. This is a little snowman I made her, so she'll be happy. She requested pink for the scarf. It's her favorite color. Everything's gonna be pink. There's that little guy. So I'm gonna move these. I don't want to put that in my finished objects basket because that's where I put things when I'm done with them before recording an episode. So now we'll move on to whips. I have... Actually, lies. I wanted to show you, I had been making little hearts, and I have a garland. I already hung it up, so I don't want to take it down to show you, but I found a simple, it was a YouTube video actually, and then found the written pattern too. I'll link it below. I'll link it here. I have to do that, or when I'm going through editing, because I kind of like, I half listen to myself just to make sure I get the notes in. So if I do that, I know that I'm supposed to put what the pattern is. But I made these little hearts. Excuse me. Actually, I have two. This is an off-white one, and it's just getting getting blown out here. No, it just doesn't like that color. But that's the pink color. So I made a couple different colors. I have some purple ones too. And I was thinking I need to make two more of one of each of these colors for my garland. But I'm also thinking that I might make one and put a magnet on it and hang it on my fridge. I thought that might be cute. Okay. Now I'm going to move on to whips. So last time, and a bunch of my other episodes too, I have showed my daughter Liliana's blanket. And I just looked back. I don't know why I have a frog. I'm going to take a sip of water. Hang on. Okay. I just looked back, and when I had shown my last, recorded my last episode, I had just finished, I think, 2 rows of the teal color in the stripe. So I'm not going to show the whole blanket because I did last time. So if you want to see the whole thing, you can go back to episode 4. But I'm doing a pattern of stripes, big stripes, pink and teal. And I had just finished, I think, like 2 rows of the teal there. So I've done quite a bit this month. I wanted to get it done for her birthday, but her birthday's on the 5th of February, and I don't think it's going to be done. I can't get the teal and a whole nother pink done because I'm making her socks as well. And she just added a couple other things to her list. I'm like, you couldn't have told me this, like, beforehand. Like, maybe I'll have to make something for Valentine's Day. So before I forget, I'm going to put a yellow progress keeper on here, so that way next time I record, I can show you the progress that I've made. So that's on there. I'll be ready to go. So there's that. Like I said, not going to show the whole blanket, but I am using it on my lap because it's cozy. Like I said, I just went for a walk, so like a little chilly, a little warm. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the pair of socks that I started for myself for Valentine's Day. I started these for Valentine's Day because they look to me like the sweetheart candies. So I am using a yarn that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's Premier Cotton Collage. It's 246 yards, 50 gram, they were 50 gram skeins, so I got 2. They're 46% cotton, 33% superwash fine merino wool, and 12% polyamide, 9% PBT, whatever that means. It is super fine, number 1. Oh boy. It's pretty good. This is what it is. And this is where I'm at on my first sock. I really like the way it's coming out. I like the stripes. I like that this is all one color. And then it moves on to the stripes again. I hope the second one will come out the same because I'm using another 50 gram ball, so we'll see. Skein, I wound into a ball. So I have, let's see, about 15 more rows and then the toe. And I'm using my heart stitch marker. It's light pink, so it's not, no, it looks white. I do have a white one, I think, that I made. But it's a little pink heart for Valentine's Day. So that's those. Oops, I better not lose my needle, or when I go to knit on them, I'm going to be like, what the heck did I do with that? I'm just checking off to make sure that I got everything. And that way I know next time what I shared too. So I have Liliana's birthday socks still in my avocado Christmas bag by Ginger Snap Fibers. Okay, so I feel like the lighting is better for the colors, but maybe not for like things like this. I have to kind of play around. Nope. Maybe better? I don't know. Can't figure it out, guys. I can't. I'm working on it. I'm trying. But without that light, it didn't really work well. Like I said, I feel like you're able to see the colors of the yarn better. Please let me know, please, please, please. Because I really want to try and make it work. And sometimes it's hard when I'm watching myself to really be able to tell. Like, if it really is better or if I just think it's better. I don't know. Okay, so the yarn that she picked is, I don't think I said the colorway of my Sweetheart socks. The colorway is Sunshine Multi. I just named it Sweetheart Socks because it reminded me of the candy. So this one is I'll show you the skein first because it's just so pretty. It's rainbow. She picked it out that Liliana wanted this yarn. Usually I piece together her socks because I make myself a pair and then make her a pair, but I let her pick what skein she wanted, and I told her I'd make her a pair first and then work my pair around. So I'll probably be able to get a shorty pair of socks, maybe with a contrasting heel toe and cuff. So this is also from Hobby Lobby. It's Yarn Bee is the brand. Myriad Lights is the colorway. It was 400 yards. 3.5 ounces. I think it's 100 grams. Yeah, 100 grams. 100% superwash merino wool. Good to know, Dale. Do not put this in the dryer. I wash all my the way I take care of my hand knits is I save them in a basket next to my hamper, and I put all the hand knit items in there and wash them all together on delicate, or just like a quick wash, but I turn down the temperature, I turn down the spin, like to make it more like a delicate load. My delicate load takes 45 minutes, my quick wash takes like 15. So, anyways, and then I separate out some of the socks I do throw in the dryer on low heat, and some I don't. So that's how I take care of my stuff. And it's like my hats, my socks, my dishcloths or my pot holders, like these, and the coasters, I just throw in with my kitchen laundry and they're fine. I don't put those in the hand knits, but scarves, hats, socks, mittens, anything like that, all get washed together. So I shared that already. So this is where I'm at. I finished her first sock this morning. I love it. I just love it. It didn't come out rainbow striped like I thought it was going to. Like it's different than what I envisioned when I saw the skein, but I love it. I hope she loves it too. It's so cool. So I will definitely be making myself a pair too. So for her socks, I measured her foot. She wears like a size 12 kids shoe. Her foot was 6.5 inches. 6.5 inches. So I did size 1 needles for these, 52 stitches. I did, let's see, 10 rounds of the cuff, 40 rounds of the leg. I'm using K of Crazy Sock Lady's vanilla sock pattern, just adjusting numbers. And then 40 rows or rounds for the foot and then the toe decrease. So hopefully they fit her well. I know Liliana likes a longer leg. I had made her some that were shorter because that's where this was a style of socks she was always grabbing, but now she wants the higher socks. So hopefully they fit well. They look a little big, but it's hard, like it's deceiving, I feel like. So hopefully they fit well. They seem to. These are the ones that I made her for Christmas. I just threw one in here for comparison because it was in the wash. Only one. I need to find the other one. My daughter does not like to wear socks around the house. She takes them off immediately when she gets home, and they just get everywhere. But these are the ones that I made her for Christmas. So, and they fit her well. And this is a little bit bigger. As far as a little bit longer on the leg. And a little bit longer on the foot. So we'll see. But she's constantly growing. So we'll see what happens. But that, oh, and I did start because I always get second sock syndrome if I don't start right away. So as soon as I finished that and Kitchenered the toe, I started the second sock and just knit 2 rounds of the cuff so far. So it's like itty bitty bitty. And that is my mitten stitch marker that I made. It's a little better. So that is my knitting. That's all I got for you so far. I haven't started my sweater. I want to make a sweater. Haven't started it yet. maybe tomorrow. Kind of getting in the mood to cast on a sweater, but I have to be in a mood to really pay attention, and I'm trying to get her stuff for her birthday done. So, like I said, I got her snowman done, a sock done. She wants, I have a knitting book, and she saw it's like a tablet. They said tablet or journal sleeve. Now she wants one for her journals because she always has to have a journal with her. So I'm like, I just don't know if I can get it done. I have plenty of yarn that I could use. I have tons of yarn, but it's just, I want to get those socks done for her first, and then we'll see. So like I said, maybe for Valentine's Day, I'll make it for her, like a Valentine's late birthday gift. So that's that, and then I usually share about the books I'm reading. So last time I recorded, I was reading Zodiac Academy books by Carolyn Peckham and Susan Valenti. It's a series of 8 books. I've been listening to them on audiobook, and I listen like while I walk, while I do dishes. I like listen to my book all the time. They were so good, and I thought 8 was the last one. It's not the last one, and 9 hasn't been written yet. So now I am left hanging and sad and upset that I don't know how long I'm going to have to wait to figure out how this series ends. I hate that. I am one that like starts a series and wants to finish it if it's really good like that, and I get really involved with the characters. Like, I just need to read it all. I don't know how I waited for Harry Potter when I was a kid, because I started reading those and they hadn't been written yet either. So, but anyways, sorry I got cut off because my alarm was letting me know that I'm going to have to get Liliana off the bus in a few minutes. So the last thing, so my books, my Zodiac Academy books, I finished all 8 that are there. I just started reading the first Harry Potter book, listening to it on audiobook from the library. Libby is the app from the library that I use. So I started listening to that. And I have mentioned before in a couple other videos that my goal is to walk 1,000 miles this year. So I am, as of today, Wednesday, January 25th, I am up to 65.5 miles. So I'm excited about that. I need to, if I walk every single day, to make 1,000 miles, I need to walk 2.7 miles a day. So I'm not exactly where I need to be, but it's winter and I'm not walking as much as I know I will come spring and summer. So 65.5 miles so far in 25 days, and I missed a couple days, is not bad whatsoever. So I'm pretty excited. I think that is going to be a doable goal. So we'll see. All right, I think that's all I have. I gotta go get Liliana off the bus, but I will be editing this video and uploading it soon. I hope everyone is doing well in the new year. And I will see you next time. Like I said, please let me know if this lighting was better than the last episode, thoughts about that, and if I should just change position in my house. And yeah, are you listening to any good books or reading any good books? I'm always ready to write down book suggestions, and I just love all kinds of books. So, but I've been really into, apparently, like magic and fiction books in that sense. So, all right, I'll catch y'all later. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel and giving this video a like, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.